David Draheim, and manager Anna Kowalski-Klein. Let's hear it for our seniors as we'll honor them all night here tonight in the studio.
Both JV and varsity game. So congratulations, seniors, on a fantastic hockey career. Let's go out with a bang tonight and get one. Bulldogs are going to start with Von Bank, Burns, Schaffler, Draheim, and Legao. And we are just about ready to get started here, period one. In net for the Bulldogs will be Tiago Hennig. Face off. Comes down, and Bulldogs, Burns shoves that down. Schaffler with a big hit down in the corner right away. Bulldogs able to keep it in the zone. Turnover out front. Schaffler with the shot right up front. Schaffler takes a hit now, comes away with it. Von Bank, he skirts around behind the net. Tried to center it over on the far side. Now Waseca breaks it out into the neutral zone, carried down by two. Met by Legao. Ethan puts him up against the wall. Or Tyler, I should say. Tyler Legao. David Draheim out there as well. Now, nice centering pass, intercepted though by Braden. Braden works that up to the point and out into the neutral zone by Burns. Burns will give chase on the forecheck. Bulldogs shifting out a couple. Tyler will pick it up back behind the net. Tyler up to Schmidt. Schmidt loses it at the red line. And now Placido has it. Gage Schmidt out there along with Christian Placido, Gavin Phelps, Justin Pexa, and David Draheim still out there. Phelps carries the puck. He'll carry it down in the circle. Centers it out front to Placido. That one was deflected and kicked back out of the neutral zone. Pexa makes a move around one. He gets tangled up with the stick of Waseca, and Schmidt picks up the puck, goes cross ice over to Evan Schmidt, tipped up by Placido, and Christian will give chase. Christian down in the corner, kicked out to the point. Evan Schmidt will fire a shot. That one hits traffic, and the goalie makes the save. Nice start so far by the Bulldogs. Lots of speed out there so far for the Bulldogs. See if they can sustain that as we go throughout the game. Tisch line out there now. Evan Schmidt fires that one. That hits traffic out front. 19 will pick it up. Poked off of his stick by Justin. Pexa works it up to the point. Carried down now into the circle. Blocker saved by Tiago. Picked up by Evan. Evan flips that over to Braden Grant. Tisch now gives chase down against the wall. He has it. Looking for an outlet. Centers it out front. Puck comes out. Grant fires that one wide of the net. Meyer circles that back around, tries to get that to Tisch. Tisch unable to hold the bouncing puck, and he'll go out to the point to Schmidt. Schmidt deflect off of official skates. Tisch cycles it around to Meyer. Meyer gets it back to Pexa. Pexa carries it down, makes a move around one, fires just high over the net. Pushed back down by Evan Schmidt. Tisch takes a big hit back behind the net. Now Grant comes down to support. Puck pushed out to the half wall, and Waseca is able to clear it out. Puck was deflected, icing waved off. Evan Schmidt works it up to Meyer. Meyer gets it up to Ethan Legao and back around. 20 now picks it up. Bulldogs in the middle of a shift change. 20 will come down. He carries it, fires. Blocker saved by Tiago. Nice save. Ethan Legao loses the handle. Try to get that to Evenson. Now knocked off of his stick by Telejohn, and now Legao carries it over the red line. He'll dump it down. Bulldogs will go to work with 11:30 left here in period number one. Puck down on the half wall, centered back out front by Grog. Ethan Legao will give chase and pushed all the way around. Waseca has a full bench here tonight. Same amount of skaters as the Bulldogs, so stamina shouldn't be a huge concern for either team. Draheim Picks up the puck. Bulldogs will touch up and they'll go chase. Evenson on the forecheck. Picked up now by Draheim. Draheim runs into Burns. Miscommunication out there by those two. Now Burns has the puck. Loses it over to Draheim. Draheim turns it over at the blue line. Two will carry it down now. Centering pass. Nice poke check there. Now Burns will get a chance. 2-2 coming the other way. He's got Draheim with him. Flips it up on net. And the goalie freezes the puck. When the Bulldogs played Waseca last month in Waseca, one thing we noticed in both games was the fact that Waseca will, anytime they sense any trouble, nice attack out front by Von Bank. Von Bank fires, puck loose, still giving a whack at it. Schaffler. Schaffler now corrals it down in the near corner. Puck pushed around. Burns will give chase. Now Von Bank is there. Von Bank tried to get it over to Burns. Now it's kicked back out to the point to Schmidt. Schmidt kicks it back down on the half wall. Von Bank now battling. Burns down there as well to support. Now Schaffler jumps in on the half wall. Bulldogs playing much more intense than I saw last time. They know Waseca's going to play a physical. Big hit by Tyler Legal. Puck now centered out by Schaffler, just outside of the stick to Von Bank. Now back to Von Bank, fires the backhand, and Burns ain't able to get a shot off. Bulldogs definitely setting a tone out there. They are going hard at these guys right away. Back to what I was saying earlier, anytime Waseca felt any trouble, they just dumped it out. They did not allow the Bulldogs any momentum down in their zone. And so far, the Bulldogs are doing a great job on their back check. Just intense out there. Number 3 gets control of the puck. He'll get it over to 37. That gets tied up in traffic. Now Placido works it up against the wall over to Schmidt. Schmidt gets it over it to the player bench of Waseca. Placido's going to go off on a change. Grant will take his spot. Nice job by Evan Schmidt to slow down that rush, and he'll dump that down. Tyler off, Pexa in. Evan Schmidt off, Draheim on. Schmidt down there in the corner, Gage. Gage works around on the near side here. Phelps will give chase. He works it up back behind the net. Waseca, number 3, tried to connect with 19. That pass did not. Centering pass over by Grant over to Phelps. Phelps now carries it down. He fires, shoots. Goalie makes the glove save. Bulldogs out shooting the Blue Jays 6-2. Grant fires a floater over the net. Picked up by 2. He's got 7 leaking out. Picked up by Pexa. Pexa's pestered by 20. Now Draheim tried to push that back behind the net, but kept on the stick of 20. Now wrapped all the way around. David with a big hit. Pexa now makes the move around 1. Tries to work it. Now drop pass over to Meyer. Meyer takes a big hit as he comes across the circle. We are definitely playing a big get boy game here today. Tisch up to Meyer. Meyer dumps that back in. He'll give chase. Now Meyer has control of it, loses it. Telejohn now has it. Puts that. Deflected by number 7 in the glove. Cross-line shoots, goal! Ethan Evenson with the goal. Puts the Bulldogs up 1-0 with 7:47 left here in period number 1. I think Telejohn might get the assist on that one. We'll see what the officials say. Bulldogs up 1-0, out shooting Waseca 7-2. Picked up by Evenson. He puts a hit on 2. 2 tried to lay one into him, and Ethan just bounced him off. Now Legal has it, works it up into the neutral zone over to Grog on the far end. Off. I got the Ethan Legal assist. I didn't catch what the other assist was. There was 2 given out. Was it Grog maybe? Von Bank on the faceoff. Schaffler just comes through like a bull. Now Telejohn has the puck, works it up over to Schaffler on the near wall. Schaffler tried to fire that one into the zone, intercepted. Now pushed down into the Bulldog zone. 24 will pick it up. He's got a couple of guys out front. Guy all alone, 15. Now picked over by 25. 25 works it out to the point. Puck kicked all the way around. 24 will give chase. Dumps it over to 36 on the near wall. And he pushes it down into the zone. Waseca has to touch up. Telejohn will have control of it. He dumps it down. Bulldogs will give chase. Schaffler down there, steers it over to Von Bank. Von Bank looking for a guy out front. Now 15 gets it over to 24, picked up by Telejohn. Telejohn over to Burns. Burns will dump that back down. 6:16 left here in period 1. Burns puts a hit down in the corner, forces a turnover with Placido at the point. Draheim now has it, and we'll get enough. Bulldogs are offside, so we'll have to touch up. Puck intercepted by Schmidt, given over to Placido. Placido will dump that down. 5:54 left. Big hit in the corner by Gage. 13 now has it. He turns it over, picked up by Placido. Placido loses the handle in the slot. Now he'll fire a shot. Rebound out front. Phelps gets a whack at it. Now Gage is down there as well. Phelps centered that one, comes all the way out. Tyler Legal fires, and the goalie makes a save. Need a little traffic out there. Screen that goalie. But otherwise, there is zero criticism by me with these guys so far. Intensity is high. Puck control is good. Passes are good. Coaches are over there encouraging the boys, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. And the Waseca coaches are talking with their players. The players are a little frustrated over there, looks like. Grant gets it out to Draheim. Draheim fires a low shot. Nice shot. Goes just wide. Tyler will stop down. He'll fire another low shot, and that one goes into the netting out of play. Tishmeyer Grant. Puck worked around. Tyler picks it up. He'll go right back down in the corner. That one bounces off of Tish's stick. Grant will give chase down there. Tish and Grant are down there. Puck squirts out now to Tish. He fires that one. It's deflected off a defender. Now Tyler fires another one. Loose bouncing puck and picked up by the goalie. Grog takes a hit down in the corner. Now Legal works that up into the slot. Kept in the zone by the Bulldogs. Pushed out. Grog puts a hit down. Pexa keeps it in the zone. Great job by Justin down there. Now Ethan Legal has it, works it up on the half wall. 20 will pick it up and wrap it around. Comes back over here to Pexa. Pexa holds the wall. Now it works out. 2-1 coming the other way. Great poke check there by Evan Schmidt. And icing called on the Bulldogs. Bulldogs coach will wonder if it was tipped. Von Bank line out there with Evan Schmidt and Justin Pexa. Von Bank will come away with it. Hits a skate of a Waseca player. Now Schmidt over to Schaffler, unable to get control of it. Now Schaffler works it up to the point and kicked out by Von Bank. Now Pexa has it. He'll carry it into the zone. Lose the handle. Now looking for a pass. Gets it over to Schaffler. That bounces off of his stick. Now Braden Von Bank will pick it up. Get it over to Schaffler. Oh, and that one just went right past Burns. Icing waved off. Bulldogs give chase. Schaffler intercepts that pass, works it down into the circle. He fires. That one goes wide of the net. Pexa now fires. Puck loose out in the crease. Wrap back around. Pexa will pick it up on the half wall again. And Waseca's able to get it out. Schmidt will pick it up with 2:58 left. Chips that up on the wall. Bulldogs will switch out their D and their center. And we should get an icing call on Waseca. .248. Bulldogs absolutely controlling this game, out shooting Waseca 11-2. Gage Schmidt out there. Puck circles out into the slot. Kick down in the corner. Phelps comes away with it momentarily. Now back in the corner. Still up on the half wall. Pushed back down by Gage. Phelps now gives chase on the back check. Nice effort. Kicked up on the glass and out into the neutral zone. Bulldogs will regroup. Draheim over to Telejohn. Telejohn back over to Draheim. Missed on that pass. Now Draheim works it up to the red line, and he's kicking that baby all the way down in the zone. Gets it over to Gage. Gage, centering pass. He gets knocked out. Now Telejohn loses an edge down there. Now Waseca gets control of it. 2 minutes left here in period number 1. Nice outlet pass from 24 up to 15, but Draheim right there to tie him up. Great job by Draheim. Now picked up by Placido. Placido looking for the puck. Now gets it up to Gage. Gage chips that up to Gavin. Gavin will give chase with 17. 17 will pick it up. He'll reverse course over to 39. Defense on that pass. Now picked up by Phelps down in the corner again. Or Tish, I'm sorry. Now Placido's down there as well. Telejohn has it. And Placido's going to go. Both boys are going. We're going to have 5-5 still. Placido and number 27 are both going to go. We'll stay 5-5 for a minute 27. Tish, Meyer, and Grant out there. Grant steers that one into the slot. Meyer now has it in the circle. He'll fire a shot. That goes high and wide. Tyler keeps it in the zone. Gets it down in the circle. And then Grant fires it back into the circle. Now Tish will give chase. Tish over to Meyer. That one deflects right in the goalie's glove. Tish on the face-off. Tyler just took out 2 Waseca guys. And he's going to go for interference. He's going to go for rough. I'll put the Bulldogs on the penalty kill. Bulldogs will start with Grant, Phelps, Draheim, and Pexa. Pexa carries it down. He'll fire. That one goes wide. Waseca carries it down. Draheim picks that up. He'll fly across ice. 25 seconds left. And that should be an icing call on Waseca. .22 seconds left in the period. Christian will be in the box until I think about 14:30 in period number 2. And then he'll be eligible to come out after that. Outlet pass to Kramer. He'll carry it down and put the brakes on. Picked up in the circle, deflected off of Grant's stick though into the corner. 6 seconds left. Nice centering pass. He had him on the back door. And then Grant will ice that one all the way down. And that's the end of period 1. Bulldogs up 1-0 on Ethan Evenson's goal. We will be back in 60 seconds. Bulldogs will start on the kill for 1:05. And then Tyler Lookout will be eligible. And Placido will be able to come out at 14:33 after the whistle. Grant starting out there, along with Phelps. Pexa out there, as well as Jago Smuter. Waseca tried to get that one in. However, cleared out by Grant. Now picked up by Waseca, turned over at the center line, now carried in by 2. Drop pass. Oh, nice job by Braden. And he dumps that right back down again. 30 seconds left in Legao's penalty. Turned over at center ice, picked up by Phelps. He'll lose the handle. Now Waseca will carry it in. Smuter, 7. Blocker saved by Tiago, and that one goes into the netting with 13 seconds left. Placido and 17 are now eligible. They're back on the ice. Von Bank and Burns out there, along with Pexa and Smuter still. Puck goes out to the point. Kicked over, D to D. He fires. That one's intercepted by Pexa. And now Tyler will be eligible to go. And he is out. Evenson joins. Schaffler out there as well. Puck carried around, now pushed out. And now Burns will go on a foot race. He'll win this. He carries it down. Fire, shoot, score! Burns with the goal. Turnover at center ice, and Burns won the foot race. And he was able to put that in. Bulldogs up 2-0 over Waseca. Bulldogs played Waseca back in December. They lost 6 rip. They are taking it to Waseca today. Wetzel has control of the puck. He dumps it over. That puck is blocked by Burns. Burns gets that up to Schaffler. Schaffler battling at center ice. Evenson now has the puck. He loses the handle. He's got Wetzel out front. Evenson down there. Puck squirts out into the slot. Grant. Oh, big save by Tiago. Point blank shot. Bounces off the stick. Bulldogs struggling getting it out of the zone here. Now Von Bank has control of it. Loses it to 3. 3 centers it out to 36. He'll fire a low shot. Tiago with another big pad save. Evenson carries it over. Poked off of his stick. And now dumped back down. Bulldogs will switch out a few. Schmidt line out there. Schmidt battling. Gets it over to Telejohn in slot. Telejohn fires that one, deflects off Phelps, goes right into his breadbasket. Now Gage gets it down to Phelps down below. Phelps battling down the corner, gets it over to Telejohn. Telejohn walks the line. He'll fire. That one goes into the netting. Schmidt line stays out there. Schmidt wins the faceoff. Evan Schmidt gets it to Placido. Rebound out front. Ooh, and that one goes just wide of the net. Phelps has it. Gets it over to Gage. Gage back over to Phelps. Phelps up the wall to Placido. Placido holds the half wall. Waseca dumps it out. Bulldogs turn it over. And Tiago makes another big save. Every Bulldog is playing a game today. Goes down, beats Tyler to the puck. Centers it out into the slot. That one's deflected. 20 didn't get anything on that. Now kicked out to the point and into the neutral zone. 39 has the puck. Puts it up on the scorer's box. A couple Bulldogs collide, and now Smoother pushes that one down. 10:55 left here in period 2. Grog all alone out front. Pass was just ahead of him. And now 20 holds the zone over there for Waseca, now pushed out. 15 cycles that one back around. Smoother will pick it up. Gets it over to Grog. Grog fans on that pass. Now puts that in the skates of Von Bank. Now Grog will pick it back up and dump it into the zone. Von Bank comes away with it. Backhand on net. Puck loose. And now the defender is steering it into the goalie. Schaffler right there. Puts a little whack on it. Referee blows the whistle. 2-0 Bulldogs with 10:22 left. Schaffler puts that one down into the corner. He'll give chase now. He'll put a hit up. Evenson able to keep it in. Bulldogs touch up still though. Now puck pushed up on the far side. Von Bank comes away with it. Now it's steered out into the neutral zone. 15 gets it over to 23. Nothing there. Telejohn tried to get that up to Burns. Now Schaffler will get it. Gets it over to Evenson. Evenson works it up on the half wall, and we'll get an icing on the Bulldogs. It'd be nice if the Bulldogs can sustain this pace for the next 9 minutes and go into intermission, catch their breath, and then come out with that same intensity here in the third. Bulldogs came out flying to start, and Waseca hasn't been able to catch their breath yet. However, Waseca has gotten a couple shots lately. Grant battles hard, or Schmidt battles hard up against the wall over there. Now kicked out into the neutral zone. Back over. Schmidt to Schmidt. Schmidt works it into the zone and right back out. 3 leaking behind the defense. Nice job by Justin to slow down that rush and that back check. Now out to the point. Waseca. 14 has it, poked off of his stick by Placido. And now Pexa fires that up to Placido. Bulldogs get caught sleeping. Had a guy sneak behind him. Nice job by Pexa. Oh, all alone out front. Tiago with another big save. Placido over to Schmidt. Over to Pexa. Pexa up to Placido. He's got Phelps out front. That one, post. That one deflected off the goalie's blocker and then up against the post. Smuter has control of it. He's got 19 on him. Gets it over to Grant. Grant tips it into the zone momentarily. Now he'll glove it. And he'll float that one back in. 29 now and pick it up. Battling a little cold here, so my throat's a little scratchy. So when I get too animated, I get that coughing. So I apologize. Grant now has it. Gets it over to Meyer. Meyer out to Smuter. Smuter, that one floats up. Grant jumps. Now it's over to Ethan Legao. Back to Legao. And wrap back all the way around, and Waseca will ice it. 7:34 left here in period number 2. Grant centering Meyer and Ethan Legao, Ethan Evenson, and Tristan Telejohn on the back end. Waseca controls the faceoff, wraps it around on the near side. Nice job by Evenson. However, Waseca got a couple guys out. Now 7. He fires. Nice back checking by Grant. Pushed over to Ethan. Ethan over to Meyer. Meyer loses the handle. Now 7 will pick it right back up. Kramer, he'll dump it down. Evenson overskates it. 20 comes away with it. Now Evenson has it. Wraps it over here to Legao. Legao gets it up to the point. Von Bank steers it in. And now pass over to Meyer. Meyer carried over the line. He's got Van Bank streaking. That one goes just behind Von Bank. Bulldogs switch out their front now. Burns gets control of the puck, chips it up against the wall. Now wraps it back there. Von Bank has it now. Von Bank back over to Burns. He's got Schaffler out front. Oh, just a tight angle pass. Tried to get. Oh, Burns or Schaffler with the tic-tac-toe there. And now Burns pushes it back over to Von Bank. Schaffler now comes down, pushes it around over to Burns on the far corner. He'll put a guy up on a wall. Schaffler now has it. Got Von Bank in the slot. Shot. Rebound out front. Puck still loose. Kept up there by Tristan, and Tristan able to slow down the rush. Now Burns drops it over to Evenson. That one deflects off a shin guard. And two will carry it in. Pushed out in the neutral zone. Telejohn's got Burns on his left. Tries to make a move around. Telejohn now centers it up front. Schaffler shoots. That goes off a Waseca leg. Schaffler picks up the rebound. Gets it back over to Burns. Burns back over to Schaffler. Shoot. Nice give and go by those two. And the Bulldogs are just absolutely flying right now and moving that puck. Mitch is loving life over there on the bench. Oh, these guys are playing well today. 5:29 left here in period number 2. Gage Schmidt line out there along with Evan Schmidt and Justin Pexa on the back end. Pexa able to hold that line nice. Works it back up on the half wall. Now squirted out to 15. He gets an outlet pass out to 24. Bulldogs, great job there again by the Bulldogs. Pexa on the poke check. Knock it off of his stick. Now Gage Schmidt carries it down. Loses the handle, goes all the way down. Ooh, big hit down there. And kicked back out into the neutral zone. Waseca guy comes up. Gage will give chase down there again, as well as Phelps. Both Gage and Phelps down there. Now Placido has it, gets it over to Phelps. That one squirts out to the center of the slot. Pexa dumps it right back down. Bulldogs doing a great job not letting Waseca out of their zone for more than a few seconds at a time. Now cross ice pass 15 will carry it down. He's got 24 in the slot, but knocked off of his stick by, I think it's Evenson down there. Nope, Evan Schmidt. And back out into the neutral zone. Icing will be called on the Bulldogs. 4:19 left here in period number 2. Bulldogs remaining up 2-0, shots 20-8. Bulldogs have controlled the tempo of this game from start to finish, with the exception of about a 2-minute window where Waseca was starting to get some shots, and then Bulldogs just kept pushing it down. Now Meyer and Grant along with Grog out there. Waseca dumps it back out. Picked up by Tyler. Tyler gets it over to Smooter. Smooter flips that up to Grog. He's unable to hold on to it, so now Tyler has it again. We got too many Bulldogs in one spot there. Now Meyer will dump that down. Grog will give chase on the forecheck. Grant working with it down there. He'll give chase now. Meyer will drop back down. Now 17 comes up with it. And we should get another icing. .332 left. Grant line stays out there along with Smooter and Tyler Legal. Grant tried to get the puck over to Tyler, and now Waseca will push it down. Icing waved off. Smooter's got down there. Centering pass out front. Doesn't get it on net. Now Tyler works it back around over to Smooter. Smooter will pick it up against the shield sign, work it up on the half wall. Myers gets it out in the neutral zone. Grant on the forecheck. Forces the block. Now Grog will come up with it. Still has it down in the center. He fires and gets one on net as well. .307 left here in period number 2. Von Bank, Burns, Schaffler, Evenson, Telejohn out there. Kicked out to the point, centered up to the blue line over to 20. 20's got some wheels. He'll carry it down. Nice back checking by Telejohn. And the Bulldogs will pick it up, and nope, not in the slot. And now Tiago makes the save. Nice job by the D back there. Tiago was able to square that one up and make this belly save. Puck kept in by 20. 2 now carries it back around the net, and that one deflects out into the neutral zone. Bulldog will give chase. Camden putting pressure on 36. Kept in the zone by Evenson. Evenson works it up through the center, and now it's out in the neutral zone. Telejohn puts a move on 7. He'll fire that one down. Von Bank will pick it up on the half wall. He gets hit by 14. Now Schaffler comes in, puts a hit on 14. Puck still loose down on the feet. And now kicked out to 20. 20 gets it over to 7. 20 comes right back down the slot. Tied up by Evenson. Rebound out front. Thiago makes 2 big saves. 2:06 left. All year, Thiago has done well back there, and he continues to shine today. Gage Schmidt line out there with 2:05 left here in period number 2. Thiago steers that one back behind the net. Evan Schmidt down there, along with Justin Pexa. Placido down behind the net, gets it over to Pexa. Pexa wraps it around. Phelps will give chase. He's tied up with 25 down there. 24 will come in to support now. Puck still tied up on the wall. Now kicked out free to the D. 39 fires a floater. That one goes well wide of the net. And now Placido will go in a foot race against 39. Icing waved off. 17 down there. Nice job by Christian on the forecheck. Now puck comes out to Schmidt. Schmidt fires the floater wide. Phelps will pick it up. Phelps carries it around through the circle, loses the handle. Now picked up by 25. He can't get it out of the zone now. Now Placido holds it in. Bulldogs are off. And now they're good. Gage. Now 39 will come up with it. Nice poke check there by Pexa. Allows Evan Schmidt to get down there. Gage Schmidt comes in high, and we're going to get a penalty on Gage, I think. We're going to get 5-on-5 hockey still. Gage will go for a rough, and then the other one, 39, will go for a high stick. Ryan Grant line out there. That puck deflects and sits in the crease. Picked up by Tyler. Tyler gets it up on the half wall. Now 3 comes down all alone out front. He fires. 2 big saves by Thiago. Man, Thiago's having himself a heck of a day. Meyer gets control of the puck. He'll carry it up into the neutral zone. He makes the move around 1. Carried, fires, shoots. Rebound up front, still loose. Smoother wraps it around over to Lagao. "12 seconds left. Smoother tried to dump that in. That gets caught into the breezers of 19, and they were off. Now 19 will pick it up. His shot is deflected off by Grant. Just dump it down, boys. Ice it. And Smoother flips that one up into the rafters. And the Bulldogs will go to the locker room up 2-0. We will be back in 15 minutes. Bulldogs up 2-0 on the Ethan Evenson and Camden Burns goal. Welcome back, everybody, to Minnesota River Bulldog Hockey. For my good friend Oscar Juarez, get well soon, my friend. Hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast from the confines of your couch. Get well soon, bud. Bulldogs up 2-0 here in the sewer.
The penalty is game 3.
Well, 5-on-5 hockey here. Start the period as we got coincidental minors for Waseca and the Bulldogs. Bulldogs will start with Von Bank, Burns, Schaffler, along with Juarez and Tyler Legal. Bouncing puck at center ice, pushed up into the logo. Von Bank able to kick it down in the zone. Now gets it back, dumps that down. We got a new goalie for Waseca. Number 40 is in the net now for Waseca. 32 started the game, and that'll be an icing on Waseca. Official said it was deflected, so should not have been an icing. Waseca gets control of the puck. D to D. 35 has it. Cross ice pass. Intercepted by Burns. Burns leaves it for Juarez. Juarez now gets it up to Von Bank. Von Bank kicks it and dumps that button down. Schaffler will give chase. Juarez and Legal will go off. Burns will drop down on the half wall. He thought there would be somebody back there, so he let it go. Bulldogs switching out D. Telejohn has a move made around him. Nice job by, though, Evenson on the back door. Evenson now takes a fall down in the corner. Telejohn there as well. Von Bank drops down. Puck still loose, and Thiago makes a glove save. Thiago looks a little shaken up on the play. Take a little bit of time. Thiago's ready to roll. Here we go. Braden Grant centering. Drog and Meyer. Bouncing puck. 15 has it. He drops it over. That one deflects up against the glass. Picked up now by Telejohn. He gets it up to Meyer. Grant able to push it out of the neutral zone. Telejohn gets it right back over to Meyer. Meyer's going to have Drog on his right. He'll carry it down into the circle, gets bumped once. Centers it out front. That one goes just past Grant. And now puck pushed all the way down. Telejohn will pick it up. He gets control of it. Has some time now. Cross ice. Got caught in the skates of Drog. And now he'll dump it down and we'll get a nice call on the Bulldogs. Bulldogs got to still keep the foot on the gas. They can't just hold on now. Keep the pressure on them. Talking with Scott, some of you probably heard that after during intermission, but we have not seen this group skate like this really in a long time, if ever. Puck's bouncing in the slot. Thiago poke checked that one. Now gloved by Hexa and pushed out to center ice. And we were also talking about how we have not seen this group, at least Sam and Cam's group, beat Waseca too much. And one time we can think of was at districts. Puck still loose out in the slot. And now Pexa will drop in and keep it down. Gets it down to Phelps on the half wall. Phelps tied up with a Waseca player. Now kick back out. Gets it over to his D partner. Schmidt a fire. That one goes wide of the net. Pexa gets control of it. Try to get that one back down to Phelps. And kicked out into the neutral zone by Waseca. Evan Schmidt gets it over to Placido. Placido makes a move around one. He loses the handle at the box. And up back out in the neutral zone. Puck knocks over 27, picked up by Placido. Placido has it. Gets that over to Phelps. Phelps will put that on net. Goalie steers that one behind. Von Banken. 7, carries it down. Makes a move around none. Nice poke check there by Pexa. And now Tyler down there. Pexa able to get it up. And over to Burns. Burns goes cross ice, but over to Placido. He was a little behind him, or in front of him. And now 39 has it. And that'll be iced down by Waseca. .26 left here in period 3. Bulldogs up 2-0. Goals by Evenson in the first, Burns in the second. And that's where we sit. Von Bank line out there. Lagao gets it back over to Von Bank. Down back behind the net. Schaffler now battling. Schaffler puts that off the stick of 36 in front. And Waseca will ice that one down again. .11:09 left. The varsity game will be about a half hour at the conclusion of this one. Senior night. Kept the microphone on. Nice puck movement. Juarez down to Schaffler down in the slot. Now Von Bank centers that one. That one goes back out to the center of the neutral zone. Tyler will win the foot race. He'll pick it up. Tyler gets it over to Schaffler. Schaffler carries it up on this side. He puts the brakes on. Now he gets it over to Burns on the far side. That one bounces off of his stick. Now Burns battling, picked up by Lagao. Lagao back over to Juarez. Juarez up to Burns. Burns carry it down. He loses the handle at the red line. Forces back check, at least slows him down. Now 20 will carry it over. Dump that down. 2. Twenty now has it. Centering pass out front. 14 goes wide of the net. Bulldogs unable to get it out of the zone here. 20 now carries it down. Centering pass. Tiago puts a paddle on it and freezes it with 10 minutes even left here in period number 3. Evenson wraps it all the way around. Meyer will pick it up on the half wall. Can't get it out though. 35 now drops down. He'll fire, shoot. Tiago with a big save. Steers that one over to Grant. Grant will pick it up and he'll flip that up. Kept in the zone by 25. Now getting over to Evenson. Bulldogs did not touch up. And we'll get a whistle. Waseca is definitely turning the tide here. But Tiago continues to stand tall there. Evenson wraps it around. Phelps will pick it up on the half wall. Nope, dump back in by 35. Kick back around. Now intercepted by Ethan Evenson. He'll carry the puck. Put the brakes on. Reverse course. Gets it out to Placido. That was touched up. So icing waved off. 35 fans on that one. Phelps right there. Put the gas on, Gavin. And now kicked out into the neutral zone. Nice poke check by Telejohn to slow down that rush. Now Gage puts a hit on 6. And he'll push that one back into the zone. Goalie steers that over to 17. 17 gets it over to 15. He'll tip it into the neutral zone. That one bounced over Telejohn's stick. And Bulldogs will have a 2-on-0. The puck got caught in Tristan's skates. Now Tristan took a big hit up against the wall. That could have been charging, maybe. Came right off the bench and went right for Tristan. Tristan will go off on a change. Turned over. Bulldogs pick it up. Phelps drop pass over to Placido. Placido can't get a shot off. Now the Bulldogs go on the power play. 39 will go for a trip, it looks like. The referee originally said a body check and then said interference, so interference for the call. Grant has the point. Schaffler now has it. Gets it over to Grant. Grant down to Schaffler on the half wall. He's got Meyer out front. Burns has it. Goes Schaffler. Back to Grant. Schaffler. Schaffler. Burns will pick it up. And that one goes up into the netting. Waseca pushes that out of the neutral zone. 2 will give a foot race with Jacob. Jacob does a nice poke check. Now get it going. Grant going to have Burns on his left. He'll carry it down. Grant all the way. He's got Schaffler out front. Still looking for an avenue to move the puck. Now he's got Burns on the half wall. Bounces it over. Burns. He's got Meyer out front. Now we've got Grant coming down in the circle. Gets it out to Juarez. Juarez over to Schaffler. Schaffler fires. That one goes high and wide and out into the neutral zone. 48 seconds left. Schaffler. He'll carry it in. Drops it for Burns. Burns over to Grant. Nice outlet. Now out to Legao. Legao back to Schaffler. Schaffler, that deflects high and wide. And that one's pushed out of neutral zone. Tyler's going to have to hustle. Kramer picks up the puck in the circle. He fires that one. Picked up now by Schaffler in the slot. Gets it over to Legao. Legao. He'll fire. Rebound out front. Waseca's full strength. Placido now has the puck. Gets it over to Von Bank. Placido's got Gage coming down through the circle. Centered it just a little bit before Gage was going to get there. Now Gage puts that one back down. Nice effort. Von Bank deflects that pass down against the wall. He's got Placido out front. Got Schmidt out front. Gets it out to the point. Evan will fire. Low shot. Gets through. Tyler now has it. He fires. That one deflects into the netting. 5:40 left here in period 3. Bulldogs holding on 2-0. Gage wins the faceoff. Pexa fires that one, intercepted by 35. Nice job by Gage on the back check. Take that off of his stick. Now kicked up to Placido. Placido over on the half wall. Placido going against 3 Waseca guys. Now Gage jumps down there. Puck kicked out to the half wall off the point. Kept in by Schmidt. And pushed back down. 5:05 left here. Bulldogs up 2-0. Gage tied up. No, Christian tied up. And now Pexa will pick up the puck. He was going to get that to Placido. Placido was going off on a change. Gage over there with Grog. Grog now tossing with it. Picked up by 24. 24. Evan now has it. He goes behind the net. Pexa will pick it up. Pexa gets it over to Von Bank. Von Bank up to Grog. And Grog dumps that down nicely. Outlet up to 19. He's met by Telejohn, and Evenson picks it up, gets it over to Grant. Nice pass by Evenson. Grant's going to have Meyer out front. Tried to get it over to him, but that one was a little too high for him. Grog centers. Evenson, he fires. That's deflected. Dump it deep. There you go. 4:05 left here in period 3. Grant down in the corner. Kept in by the Bulldogs. Meyer now has it, looking for a pass. He just shovels it back a little deeper. Grog gives chase. Kept in by Evenson. Grant will go off. Telejohn now has it. He gets it over to Meyer. Grog will go off. And we'll get an icing call with 3:34 left. Bulldogs will go with Von Bank line. Telejohn and Evenson out there as well. Evenson gets it up. Kramer has to wait now. And we got an offsides call out too. He lost an edge at the blue line. Slid in about 8 feet. Just as Kramer was about ready to come over the line. Burns gets it over to Telejohn. Telejohn gets it back up to Burns. And now Von Bank and Burns are giving chase. Poked away by Waseca defender. Now Seven's going to come through the slot. One more by Tiago. There it is. 3:04 left. Rob Kramer saying that it went through. Referee did not see it. And we don't have the Messer cam to verify, so we're going to say that was a heck of a save by Heading. Burns comes away with the faceoff, works it out in the neutral zone. 20 beats into the puck, though. Now picked up by 35. Schaffler will keep it in. He'll wrap it all the way around. Burns will pick it up on the half up. Gets it down to Von Bank. Schaffler now with a big hit. Two. Tried to center. Picked up by Schaffler. Schaffler tried to get that over to Tyler. Nice job by Juarez to drop down. Schaffler now battling with a couple down there. He'll throw that cross ice into the slot. Tyler able to keep it down there. Gets it over to Burns. Burns over to Schaffler. That was poked off of his stick. Now back over to Burns. Burns still has it. Wraps it back on the near wall. Schaffler with a big hit, but he's going to go for a penalty. Schaffler will go for a rough. That'll put the Bulldogs on the kill for 2:09. Well, 2:09 left in period 3. Grant and Phelps. Juarez and Legal.
Assist the Bulldogs, number 16, Sam Shepard. 2 to 5 goal. That's Shepard of the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs' penalty kill has been fantastic. They've been doing a great job, not really allowing anybody into the zone, just like that. This has been a hallmark of their season. Their kill has been fantastic. Phelps steers that back to the defender. Now 14 will carry it over. He's met. Now it's kicked up on the wall. 25 has it. Finally gets control in the zone. Fires. That one's deflected off of Tyler Legal, and Jacob kicks that out in the neutral zone. And we're going to have a hand pass, and we're going to have an offensive zone faceoff for the Bulldogs. .105 left in the kill, 110 left in the game. Placido catches that one, steers that one on net. 55 seconds in the kill. Two, drives around, that deflects off of Gage's stick. Ooh, Bulldogs are going to have another penalty now. We're going to make it hard on ourselves here. Tristan's going to go for a trip. Now we'll go 5-on-3. Bulldogs got 2 forwards and 1 D out there. 20 fires that one high. 40 seconds left here in period 3. Tiago with the shot. Save! Waseca down in the corner. Puts that off the side of the net. Fire that high into the netting, and we got clock stoppage with 21 seconds. Bombanco replaced Placido. Gage will stay out there. Juarez will stay out there. 21 seconds left in the period. Tiago with another save. Juarez tried to get that out. 7 seconds in Schaffler's penalty. That one goes cross ice. 24 now has it. He fires. That one deflects off of Juarez's skate. Schaffler out. Pick it up and shoot. And in! Schaffler with the empty net goal. Plus the Bulldogs up with half a second left. 3-0. Schaffler was just coming out of the box on the clearing. Bulldogs with a big 3-0 win. Goals by Evenson, Burns, and Chapman. We will be able to watch the varsity here in about a half hour. That broadcast will be carried by Ryan Phelps and Joe Kane. Bulldogs JV will have the rest of the week off. Varsity will be in action tonight and then again on Thursday. Until then, everybody, enjoy your evening. Watch the varsity broadcast, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Take care, everybody.